Okay, so the first problem that you asked me about had a loan for $248,000 at 2% interest compounded monthly over 25 years. So we're going to use the formula right here. R is equal to P times I divided by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to the negative n. This is straight out of the textbook. So here P is going to be the amount of the loan, $248,000. I is going to be the interest rate converted to a decimal, so 2% or 0.02 divided by 12 because we're doing it monthly. And then N is going to be the total number of payments, which is 25 years times 12 payments a year, or 300 total. So what we're going to do now is plug all these into that, and it gets you this nasty looking equation right there. I'm going to show you how I did it on my calculator to get the same answer that they got in the book, or the example you sent me that they got there. So the first thing I want to do is plug in I to my calculator. So I'm going to do 0.02 divided by 12. So that's 0.016666, or just 0.016 repeating. I'm not going to round that off. I'm just going to leave it as it is. What I want to do is start down here and then work my way up so that I can leave this all in my calculator at one time. So I want to take that number and I'm going to add it to 1. And on this calculator, all I have to do is hit plus, and it takes the previous answer 1, and that is 1.0016 repeating. Now I'm going to raise that amount to the negative 300. So this on my calculator is raised to this little chevron there. Raised to the, I'm going to say negative, use a little minus sign down here, minus 300. That number right there. Okay. Now I'm going to subtract that number from 1. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to say 1 minus, and to get the previous answer now, I hit second, and down here, if you notice the little yellow ANS means previous answer. So then I hit enter, and I get that number right there. So that's my bottom number, but I'm not going to write it down. I'm just going to leave it in my calculator that way. Now I need it in the numerator, I need it in the denominator. So the way I'm going to do that is take 1 and divide it by that answer. And I'll show you why I'm doing that in just a second. So I'm going to say 1 divided by the 0.393 and such. So that gives me the bottom stuff here. Now I'm going to multiply that by these numbers up here. So first I'm going to multiply that by 248,000. That gives me that number right there. Now I'm going to multiply it by these numbers right here. So times, I'm going to in parentheses do 0.02 divided by 12. And that gives me 1051.1586. I would round up to 1051.16 or 16 cents. And that is the final answer, the same one they got in the book.